Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso here on SABC3. Now, just in case you weren't tuned in before the break, remember, Expresso's live cook-along is happening just before 8 o'clock. You want to make sure you don't miss out on that. You can still SMS the keyword, which is cook, to 33728 to get your basic ingredients list to make our scones with us. Caitlin and Zola are going to be joining us for the very first live cook-along on South African television. Now, this weekend is all about the Academy Awards, of course, and the Sunday Times this weekend features a foodie movie theme. And so right now, Hilary Biller, the food editor of Sunday Times, will be making her very own special foodie movie recipe. Check this out.
We're back with Sunday Times food editor Hilary Biller. While she loves quick weekday recipes, Hilary believes that some decadent delights are worth a little extra effort in the kitchen.
Today I'm going to do something different. To time with the theme on Sunday, Sunday Times Food Weekly, it's the movies, because Sunday night is Oscar night. And I was drawn to Julie and Julia. Well, Julia Child was the woman who introduced sort of French classic cooking to Americans. And this is one of her dishes that uses all the classics of French cooking. She really brings that out. And in this dish, there's cream, there's lots of wine, and all delicious things, and mushrooms, and lots of butter.
Wow, it all sounds so divine. Shall we get to it?
Sweet wine works best for this dish. You'll need at least a quarter cup.
Hilary, I got us this nice bottle of local wine. Will it do?
That's perfect. This is a sort of medium cream sherry. You could use a sweet wine, but good choice. Thank you.
So what do we have here?
Okay. We're going to be doing Julia Child's recipe. It's chicken in a mushroom sauce, and it's an absolute classic. It's French, so there's lots of butter, there's lots of cream, and of course some wine. For that, you need chicken breasts.
Does it matter whether they're skinless or not?
You can use either, skinless or with the skin on and bone in. That way you get a little more flavor. Some salt and pepper, of course, essentials. If you could put on the pepper. I'm going to do the butter. Of course, it's a French dish, so a generous blob. Preheat a pan on the stove over an intense heat and pop the butter into the pan.
Okay, so while the butter's on the stove, what do we do next?
Okay, let's get the mushrooms ready. I'm going to give you a job. You could use any type of mushroom. There's a lovely variety of mushrooms in the market. Just sort of chop, 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 but don't chop your fingers off. I think the butter is ready. Can you see? It's sort of bubbling beautifully, going brown. Don't let it burn. And then the chicken breasts are browned sort of 2 to 3 minutes each side.
All right.
And I'm using this deep pot that can go in the oven. So just make sure it's a sort of oven-proof pan that you're browning it in. Thank you. Not too long. This isn't the stage that you want it to cook at. And once these chicken breasts are done, I just need a plate to put them onto. Take them out. Okay, now comes to the fun part. Some onion. Onion into the pan. It's just one small onion or shallot. To that, add the mushrooms. Those mushrooms are beautifully sort of golden brown, and you can see they've released a bit of moisture. It's a perfect time to add the chicken.
They look divine.
Just pop that back into the pot. Stir it around. And then there's one last trick. This is a real sort of French touch to cooking. What happens is this greaseproof paper gets rubbed with butter, if you wouldn't mind doing it. Gorgeous. This gets popped over the chicken, pressed down into the pan, turn it off, pop that down, and it keeps it really juicy and succulent. And then this goes into a preheated oven, 180 degrees, for about 20 to 30 minutes. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling hungry, and that's been about sort of 20 minutes. Let's check it. Lift the paper, and you can see how the butter has melted and dripped into the dish, and that chicken looks ready to me. And you see there's a lovely sort of gooey mixture.
Right.
And what's good about this recipe is you're not going to lose that. That goes back onto the stove. And here comes the exciting part. We need that bottle that you brought in earlier.
Yes.
And it's sweet wine or sherry, as we're using today. A good sort of glug. I'm not good at measuring out things. And what you want to do is you want to allow that to sort of reduce, and then those mushrooms will take up all that delicious flavor. Right. So it's sort of quite a high heat, and then you can add a touch of chicken stock to that. I would say about 100 mils. You see it's sort of reduced. I think it's ready for the cream. What is good about this is it's not like what we would traditionally do these days, is to thicken the sauce with some flour and water or corn flour and water. This is quite a thin sauce. So you're really getting those flavors of the cherry and the cream and the mushrooms. It's quite sort of delicate. And all that needs to be done is to be poured over that chicken. I think what this dish is begging for is a touch of green. There's some freshly chopped parsley. Oh, voila, that was your Julie and Julia moment.
You know what? Not only does it look good, but it smells amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you want this recipe, just SMS the word chicken to 33728.
And don't forget, it's in the Sunday Times Food Weekly this Sunday on page 5.
Let's see it again. First, rub the chicken breasts with lemon juice, salt and pepper. Preheat a pan and pop in the butter. As it melts, chop the mushrooms. Then brown the chicken on both sides. Put it aside and add onion and mushrooms to the pan and stir till golden brown. Pop the chicken back in. Then rub greaseproof paper with butter. Turn off the heat, put paper over the dish and place it in an oven preheated to 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Lift the paper and take out the chicken, and you're ready for the final step. To start, reduce the buttery sauce and a generous glug of sweet wine over moderate heat. Add chicken stock and then the cream. Stir till the sauce thickens and then generously spoon it over the chicken. Garnish with freshly chopped parsley and enjoy.
We found goodness in Goed Gedacht olive oil and all the good they do for the community. Pick n Pay, always there.